the National Football League.
Up there inside of Lumen Field in the Soto district of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
We'll go play action with Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's second down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
The left side, he's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up first and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the back?
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
A gain of 7.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Going up top. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Piniero's kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
It's a toss to the left, and it's Charbonnet. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? If they're able to do that here, they tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Jacob Cowan now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 from the 33. Here's 2nd and a yard as we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
And the 49er, first down. An 8-yard pickup.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
49er, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, his quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Purdy now on second down. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Darnold now on first and 10. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Darnold. Toss left side, caught by his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third and long. Darnold now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowan. Oh, they had a shot there. It hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Rashid Shaheed back. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Oh, the rush comes through, and they block it.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, 49ers 3.
The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. And they'll look to cash in following that blocked punt, as they're going to start with 1st and goal. Charbonnet is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out in front by the score of 17-3.
49ers 3.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. 49ers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. 1st and 10 for Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. What to do on this drive? First and 10. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Give to Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's second and 9. On play action, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. There's Evans. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
Here's second and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Another catch there for Tonjes. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Throw right side, he's got Tonjes, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air is Purdy. That's to the tight end, Tonjes. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will cut into that lead.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
McCaffrey, first down and more. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And a short one caught by Tonjes.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him 4th down coming up.
2 yards.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
The 49ers out for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Trying to be a little too perfect there and hit right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some of y'all too big for your britches. Hustle better high five.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll run it on first down, Charbonnet. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Cup in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And the defense can't bluff with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Now a run with Charbonnet. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But That's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will power his way into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after drop from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Cowan now to bring it back. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That is left side and caught by Evans. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards out of the game. And a quick 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Purdy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 40.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
3rd down. Purdy. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the 2nd half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. 49ers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit.
49ers 13.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Corey Horton now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. The middle, Smith and Jigba with the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick 1st down.
For a Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Darnold to the air once more. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field. And they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. But they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A throw on the move is caught. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
He will take this one across into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Cowan now to bring it back. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down on the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Purdy. Quickly to Evans, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
He'll step up and run. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Purdy now on second down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The score, Seahawks 31, 49ers 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Charbonnet. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. About just 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Third and inches. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks head on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. One last shot now for Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game. Ride back to victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.